for today's match between Rutgers and your Rowan Profs. Rowan men's volleyball would like to thank Drew Delia and the Rec Center staff for making this event possible. And now, starting for the Scarlet Knights, outside number 35, Brian J. Hennessy. Outside number 19, Kellen Sun. Opposite, number 33, Scotty Hiltner. Libero, number 28, Zach Chung. Middle blocker, number 91, Michael Nitch. Middle blocker, number 25, Jonas Kowaleski. Setter, number 13, Alex Everett Lopez. And now, starting for your Rowan Profs, outside, number 22, Pavlo Chernyshov. Outside, number 7, Ethan Miller. Opposite, number 13, John Sheedy. Libero, number 24, Conrad Bieniek. Middle blocker, number 23, Pawn Seek. Middle blocker, number 8, Rob Obdike. Setter, number 14, Tyler Jones. Defensive specialist, number 17, Bryce Papalardo. And outside, number 19, Brennan Smith. Now please rise for your national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
Amita Doherty alongside me, Frank Pashota, here today as we have a club men's volleyball action between Rutgers and Rowan. And we have what could be a fun evening and afternoon ahead of us as we have two club teams meeting up in the main gym here at Rowan University, here in Esby Gymnasium. Typically they play over across the street at the Rec Center, but today they're playing here at the home of the Rowan Profs basketball teams, volleyball teams as well. And here they are ready to set off today. But Frank, what are we expecting, do you think, coming from this team? Because it's kind of an unexpected area between these two teams, and we saw the B teams play before this, and now we're going to see the A teams square off.
Yeah, this is a matchup I'm really looking forward to. This Rowan team has a winning record each of the last 5 seasons, coming in expecting big things from them. And this Rutgers program, they've improved big time the last 2 years. I expect a good matchup between these two teams.
They're going to get started here early. As let's look at some of the starters for Rowan. As Tyler Jones, the starting setter, Ethan Miller, the outside hitter, Brennan Smith starting on the outside, Conrad Bieniek, the libero today, and then Pawn Seek in the middle, Rob Obdike in the middle as well. And then we also have Bryce Papalardo as the defensive specialist, who also can be their backup libero. And then we also do have John Shadee in the starting lineup for the Rowan Profs. And for Rutgers, it looks like they're going to go with Alex Everett Lopez, Kellen Sun. Then we also have Jonas Kavaleski, Zachary Chung, Scotty Hiltner, and then we have Brian Hennessy rounding out the starting lineup with Michael Nitch in the middle. Profs wearing their white home uniforms. Looks like we're just moments away from starting here. We'll be a best of 5 sets here. Got to win 3 sets to win this matchup, and as always, they'll go up to 25. The referees are ready, and so are both squads. As we're up and going, and immediately a point for Rutgers as the serve is a little bit overshot from Tyler Jones.
We saw a lot of that in the B game earlier, overshots, and also what's going to be big in this game, meeting up at the net. Just trying to stop those deflections will be huge if who's going to win this game.
So now Rutgers will get their first opportunity to serve. They get it over with Alex Everett Lopez, and they also get the point. So an ace right there for Rutgers.
Looked like some miscommunication there from Rowan. They're laughing about it. I think they're going to be fine.
Once again, Everett Lopez sends it over, fielded cleanly by Rowan. They're going to try to get one back, and a nice dig right there by Everett Lopez, and then a blocked spike, and a point for Rutgers right there as it just went over the net a little bit, and already it's 3-0.
Yeah, that was a perfect placement on that spike by Rutgers. Let's see if Rowan can get a stop here and get the ball.
Everett Lopez sends it over. Once again, cleanly fielded. Ethan Miller was the one to get the initial touch. And now Rutgers trying to get a soft touch, but there's the libero to save it. Now they come to the near side. It's blocked, and it goes out. So it looks like Rowan is going to be rewarded with a point. Excuse me, no, they change it as Rutgers will get awarded on the deflection. So it's 4-0 after a little bit of a late call. Rowan still looking for their first point here in set 1.
Yeah, there was some confusion there. It looked like they might have hit the net, but they ruled he didn't, and Rutgers was rewarded the point.
Oh, what a save on the far side. Rutgers with a chance of life. Really not trying to let Rowan get on the board. And here they are, and Rowan responds right there. A nice put away there for the Profs right there from Ethan Miller.
That was a good battle by Rutgers. I'm shocked that ball did not hit the ground over on the right side, but Rowan able to follow through and get the point.
The senior outside hitter will now go and serve. Spike on this near side's a little bit out. Now Rowan on a run of their own have cut the deficit in half, 4-2. And that'll allow Ethan Miller to go back to serving. And we got some fun facts from a lot of these players, and Ethan Miller's one of them. He says he can get down to Katy Perry, as he's also going on a run as the server. 3 straight points.
Yeah, after that first overshot, I think he's gotten into more of a rhythm now, and he's been a lot more precise.
They were playing Katy Perry pregame, so I think he's starting to lock in. And then, he's feeling it a little bit different today. As that one's blocked in front. There's Rutgers to recover. They're going to call a violation as they hit the net. And all of a sudden, Rowan responds with 4 of their own to tie it all up here in set 1. Looked like the block was from Pawn Seek. Getting in there as well was John Shadee, I think. And once again, Rowan with a nice serve from Ethan Miller was not able to be fielded cleanly by Rutgers.
Yeah, he went for the set when it was too low. It just bad timing there. Great.
Rutgers looking to respond. A nice play, but it goes off the net and immediately ricochets down. And Rutgers gets back on the board. Brian Hennessy will serve. Stands at 6'7". He's going to be a force to be reckoned with at the net. Rowan fields a serve cleanly, gets it over. It's touched and tapped, a little bit of a miscommunication. And now Rowan with a chance. Seek puts it down.
Great spike by Seek.
Go Profs chant, or really just a saying coming from the crowd. And there is the 6'7" guy in the middle, but didn't get high enough as the ball was a little bit low and it ricocheted down. It's Jonas Kavaleski trying once again, a nice block in front. Rob Obdike with the block, and now they go to the outside, and it's deflected. Shadi is able to get the point for Rowan.
Great play by Obdike to keep that one up after the spike and able to get the point for Rowan.
It looked like Obdike wanted it back as well. He was he was ready to jump up in the middle.
Play.
They went to the outside. Doesn't matter. They got the point. 8-5. Rowan on top here in set one. It's blocked Shadi, and he says it with his chest.
There's a lot of hype between these two teams, and we're already seeing it's going to be decided at the net of who's going to get these points. A lot of deflections early.
The libero with the serve. Rutgers trying to respond. It's blocked again. Obdike got a piece. Back to back.
The Rowan front line, they are getting these deflections. Great play.
They have caused some issues early. Rutgers with a lot of height in the front. And it just hasn't mattered because Rowan has matched that height with athleticism. The libero just gets it over, and Bieniek. Now it's saved by Miller, looking to the outside, spiked, it tipped, and it goes out. Rowan will get the point. They're up 11-5.
The short serve, I think, was a good play there. Caught Rutgers off guard and threw the rhythm off on that play. Good job by Rowan.
Looked like that put away was from Chernyshov, excuse me. Chernyshov was able to get that high deflection, and now Rutgers going the other way. It's blocked again. Shadi having a day here in set one already.
And Obdike, big blocks up front.
And they're going to need a call timeout as Rowan has come on a 12-1 run ever since Rutgers went up 4-0 to start set number one. But what have you seen here, Frank, really to be able to come back and score 12 out of the last 13 points?
Yeah, the over-serve on the first shot. Rutgers, they stayed calm. There's some miscommunication early. They were laughing. This team is ready. They're locked in and making plays on the net.
The front line has been dominating for Rowan, and it's picking up momentumly here in this first set. And a lot of that's due to John Shadi, who's a senior and opposite hitter. Played at Northport High School in Long Island. Played bowling as well in high school. He's president of the team. And he's been the president of the front line here today. Chernyshov can't get it in cleanly. So Rutgers gets back on the board after the timeout.
Yeah, the last time we saw serve go behind the line, Rutgers went on a little run. Let's see if Rowan can keep that from happening again.
Miller with the touch. Obdike looking for the finish. It deflects and it goes out, and Obdike gets the kill. So you mentioned the run earlier on an errant serve. Right there, Rowan's able to respond once again with a good front line. Now Shadi will serve. Just gets it over. Rutgers finally gets one down. A big play there. Alnis Alhayek, I believe, was on the finish.
Rutgers was desperate to get one of these serves down. They finally got one. Now 13-7. Rowan.
Back to serve. Ethan Steen, the sophomore, gets it over the net. Now over to this near side. What a finish. Pavlo Chernyshov right there.
That's a beautiful set to set him up over on the left side. Plenty of room over there to get that spike down.
Now Chernyshov will be the server. A thunderous serve, and it just goes out. So the third errant serve from Rowan. It's really been the only downfall of them here in set number one.
Rowan making a substitution. Looks like Bryce Papalardo is coming in.
Over to the near side, Miller, deflected. And they're tapping the top of their heads as Miller puts it away for another point, 15-8 for the Rowan Profs.
After that first run from Rutgers, every time they've had the serve, Rowan's just been able to get it right back the next turn, not letting Rutgers build any momentum.
Now Rob Obdyke will be on the serving end. 3-time state champion in high school. And he has a thunderous serve, and there's nothing they could do with that as Obdyke puts it away, and Rowan has doubled their score 16-8 here in set one. Obdyke again just a little bit short. Gets a lot of power on it.
Big time, yeah. I mean, that last serve had the bump going towards the scores table out there on the left.
And that one's out. We got our first errant serve of the day from Rutgers. So Zachary Chung on the serve. Now Rowan will get it back. Tyler Jones sends it over. Rutgers with possession, trying to end it, and they do. A nice put away by Kovaleski.
After that timeout, been a little more back and forth between these two teams. Just serve, then just switching back and forth.
Gets it over, Miller with a touch. Now over to Seek. He taps it over with his right hand. Out to the outside, and that one lands in. That time by the 6'7" player for Rutgers, and Brian Hennessy. Jones setting up Seek, and Seek with a thunderous throwdown and gets Rowan back in the scoring department.
He was floating up for that ball. Perfect step for him.
A great dish to set him up for a finish. Now we'll see Ethan Miller go back to serving like he did to start the run for Rowan in this set one. Seek taps it, but it goes just out.
Looked like he's saying he caught him on the forearm, didn't have much control of that one.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an uncoordinated attack for Rowan. It came in quick, and they were all just trying to keep it up. Now Nietzsche will be short on his serve attempt. Or Nitch, excuse me. Diving stop by Hennessy. Obdyke sets it up for the outside. Shadi! Oh, he jumped through the rafters to get that one, and he put it down, and Rowan takes a 20-12 lead. They're seeing some great athleticism, a lot of it coming from Shadi as well. Bieniek gets it over. Now to the outside, Bieniek with a touch. Now to the near side, put down just in front of the diving Zachary Chung. And a put away right there for Chernyshov.
Those last two serves hitting the net looked like it left Rowan just in more control. Rutgers kind of caught off guard, having to fight back.
Bieniek with a perfectly placed serve.
Caught them off guard, dropped that one right in.
And he's laughing on his way back. He's finding a rhythm, and Rowan all of a sudden up double figures, 22-12 here in set number one. He's gonna try it again. It's played by Rutgers, and they'll have a chance to go on offense, and they just tap it out, and Rowan will get the point. 23-12, Rutgers trying to argue that it got deflected. I don't think either referee is saying anything. They're gonna award the point to Rowan, I believe. We'll wait and see what the refs say. I think they're actually going to give the point to Rutgers. So some confusion here, but that's going to be 22-13 as the referees decided maybe after the play. It's played over. Bieniek with a touch, setting up Obdyke, and he gets it for another point for the Profs.
Updike getting the ball right back for Rowan after that miscommunication there on who got the last point.
Shadi will serve. Rowan just 2 away from taking set number 1. Shadi gets it over. Rutgers fields it, and then they're short, but they keep it up. Updike on the block. Trying to put it away was Rowan. They keep it up, and now Updike's just going to softly float it over. Diving attempt by Rutgers. Some great effort and a great rally. Another dig. Miller puts it away.
Definitely the best rally we've seen all day. Both teams just diving all around the court.
The senior outside hitter. He's really been arguably the most valuable player for Rowan here in set number 1.
Absolutely, yeah, he's been playing great.
It's him and Shadi is going to look to end it, and he just left it a little bit low. You think he wanted everything in that one. Rowan's still holding a 10-point lead here in set number 1, 24-14. If you're just joining us, club men's volleyball action here on Rowan Television Network. Frank Pashota to my right, myself, Aiden Doherty, and they're looking for a finish in set 1, and they can't get it. As Rutgers with a nice block in front. They were looking to set up Chernyshov once again here on the near side. Sometimes the hardest point to get is the last. Miller with the dig. Setting up Chernyshov again. It got deflected. Shadi, Chernyshov ends it. Set number 1 goes to the Rowan Profs. They win by a score of 25-15 in a dominating fashion.
Yeah, great first set from Rowan, just especially the front line. Just everybody up there making big plays, getting good deflections, perfect spikes. Great play by Rowan in that first set.
So they're going to flip sides and get ready for set number 2. As some things to look out for is the height of Rutgers. I mean, I mentioned coming into the game that Brian Hennessy, who's a freshman, and he also, he stands at 6'7". I mean, he is somebody to be reckoned with, and he's an outside hitter, and he stands, like I mentioned, 6'7", and it's going to be so hard to kind of match his height, and he also has athleticism, and then it's not only just him, and it's also Jonas Kowalski, and those two combined are really a dominant force on the front line.
I don't want to gloss over the 6'7". I mean, that's pretty tall.
Again, he's 6'7".
He's 6'7".
Yeah. So it's just something to keep an eye on. But Rowan, they do have height on the front lines, but man, do they have athleticism.
Yeah,
that's what we saw in set number 1.
They made up for the, athleticism was great from everybody, like I said before. Everyone on the front line was making big plays, stepping up. That's why they won by 10 that first set. Let's see if they can replicate it here in the second set.
Like I mentioned, they will flip sides, and why this really event is so cool is that you typically don't see club teams being able to play in the home gyms of, the varsity teams, if you will, like men's and women's basketball and women's volleyball here. Rowan plays in this gym, but they were able to get the nice opportunity to play here in Esby Gymnasium, and you can kind of see the excitement, I think, in their faces and really in their play. I think this means a lot to them, and I think we're seeing that, and we saw that in set 1.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like you said before, normally the men's team is playing over in the rec center, so playing in a gym like this, we got a good crowd here. Everyone seems to be energized and ready to go.
Welcome back here to Esby Gymnasium. I'm Ada Doherty. Next to me, Frank Pashota here today as we have men's club volleyball action between Rutgers and Rowan. The Rowan Profs won set number 1, 25-15, and they're looking to do it once again here in set number 2. And really the stars for the Rowan Profs team in that first set, you got to look at John Shadee. He had a lot of putaways, a lot of kills. But you got to look at Ethan Miller, who was the big-time server to start that run for the Rowan Profs. And then I think Rob Obdyke played great. You even saw Pawan Seek play fantastic, and it was a team effort overall. But we were able to see some stars shine bright.
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone had their point of attack. Shadee, he started off that big run after Rutgers got up 4-0. He came back for Rowan, able to go on that 11-1 run. He was the focal point in that, and then everybody else was able to step up to get that last 14 points for Rowan.
What are some of the things you're looking out for, though, here, Frank? Here in set 2, as Rutgers, what do you think they need to do differently than they did in set 1?
It was really just Rowan was able to get a lot of deflections, especially on that early run. Need Rutgers to be a little more accurate with their spikes and just be able to prevent that from happening. And as it is right there, Rowan get another deflection.
They prevented the first spike attempt here of set number 2. Right there, just perfectly lofted
Great
over.
play.
An excellent play there by the Profs, and they start off 1-0 here in set 2.
Had two Rowan defenders right there with their hands up, able to just tap it right over them, dink and dunk.
Rutgers with a chance. The spike is blocked, and it goes out. So Rowan now is tied 1-1 here in set 2. Rutgers with a big play. Now back to serve will be Alnis Alhaic, the senior. Sets it up high, gets it over the net, fielded. Setting to the outside, and a put down there once again from who else but John Shadee. Miller will serve. Gets it over. Now Rutgers in issue, and they run out of room and really had no chance to save that one.
Yeah, heads into the back net after hitting off the ceiling.
Ethan Steen gave his effort, but they're a little bit too deep in positioning to save that one. Especially with the basketball nets playing a factor here at Esby Gymnasium. Obdyke with a finish. Just a pretty cookie jar spike,
He
if
made
you
it
will.
look easy, just straight down.
Just perfectly set up for him on a platter. Miller with the serve. Rowan on a 3-0 run. Miller with the bump. Now to the middle, setting up outside, and it's spiked down. And once again, we have seen this front line dominate, and Chernyshov has been part of that.
Yeah, we're seeing some power from everybody up there on the front line so far in this second set.
Miller gets it across. Rutgers looking for a finish, and they got it. And there is Jonas Kowaleski, who is one of their tallest frontline players. Looks like he's going to go back and serve it as well. Kowaleski gets it over. Obdyke with a bump. Shadee gets it deflected. Rutgers keeps it up. A soft touch over. They couldn't get it over, and now Rowan has no choice, but they award a point to Rutgers. I think maybe too many touches.
Yeah, unfortunate play there. Looked like he just tried to hit the ball over, got stuck on the top of the net. Rutgers awarded the point. Now 5-3 early in this second set.
Kowaleski will go back and serve. 5-3 Rowan here in set 2, and that serve is a little bit off. So 6-3 Rowan. They won set 1 if you're just joining us.
in dominating fashion.
Yes, 25-15. Now we get a serve from Bieniek, and a thunderous spike, but got blocked by the net. Rowan 7-3. Bieniek gets it across. Rutgers blocked by Seek, kept up by Shadi, and here's Chernysov with a finish.
He came out of nowhere from that right side to put that down.
Chernysov, a former high school state champion, and transferred here to Rowan after playing club at another school, and he's having a heck of a start to set two, and a perfectly placed pirouette off the top of the net and sent down, and an ace right there for the libero. Now over to the outside, and it's overshot. And Rowan on a run once again, up 10-3. Beneath gets it over, dives, can't save it, and Rutgers gets back on the board, 10-4 here in set two.
That's exactly the type of finesse touch they needed to get back on the board. Needed something a little light, not trying to meet Rowan up at the net, because just been getting a lot of deflections there. Those little soft finesse touches might be their point of attack going forward.
Zachary Chung will serve. Gets it over, setting up his player in Seek, and Seek puts it down.
Once again, similar to the first set, this Rowan front line, everyone is contributing, making big plays.
Now Pawan Seek, one of his fun facts we were given pregame, he has a parrot. I think that's pretty cool. He also said he has yet to read a book. Maybe he's too busy playing volleyball, as he got another deflection there and another point for Rowan. And a timeout called by Rutgers. Rowan on yet another run here, and they are up 12-4 here in set number two. We'll take a quick step off here on the Rowan Television Network and be back for the rest of set number two. Out Rutgers trailing here in set number two after losing set number one, and they get a good start out of the timeout as Shadi is low on the serve, and Rutgers pulls it within 7. If you're just joining us here on the Rowan Television Network, thank you for tuning into our live coverage here of men's club volleyball action. Frank Pashota with me, Ahmed Doherty, and Rutgers with a nice block as Seek gets it over. Now over to the near side, a put down, and a loud chant from the bench of Rutgers as they need that. Momentum starting to swing in Rutgers' favor after the timeout.
That's exactly the type of play they expected coming out of a timeout. Try and build some momentum now here, down 12-6 to Rowan.
Alnis Hayek with the put away, and now Miller can't get it over. And Rutgers on a 3-0 run after the timeout. Preston Shinosky will serve. Fielded, lightly tapped over. What a play in front. Tyler Jones, the senior, showing off some veteran moves. Lightly tapping it over, and nobody was ready for that. And Rowan gets back on the board and calms the momentum. A thunderous spike from Chernyshov, and it's sent over and out of play.
The Rutgers bench falling over on the ground over there.
I think they were in disbelief. There was a lot of power on that, but it wasn't necessarily close.
Yeah, hands on the heads over there. Not the play they were hoping for.
Yeah, everybody's having some fun. The Rutgers bench has been up almost all game. Shadi gets it over. Rutgers has a chance, but they just send it over. Seek, they have to get it over here as Jones will get it over. A spike attempt, it's kept in. Nice play by Rowan. Now to the near side, and it gets down. Who else this game outside Ethan Miller? He's letting you know he's in the house tonight.
That was some unbelievable teamwork there from Rowan, just able to keep that one up over there on both sides and get a great spike down.
Chernyshov will be on the serve for the Profs, and he's a little low on the attempt, and Rutgers gets a point back. 15-8. Rowan leads here in set 2. They won set 1 by a score of 25-15, and right now it's looking like a similar story. But Rutgers was able to create some momentum just a few moments ago.
Yeah, coming out of that timeout, they went on a little 3-0 run. Let's see if they can get some more points back on the board here.
They're going to look to Ethan Steen, who's going to serve it. A nice serve, and Shadi can't field it's low. Miller keeps it up. What a play! Rowan stays alive. A blocked spike in front. Rowan looking for a rally. It's blocked again. They're going to try again. It's kept up by Miller. Setting up Shadi, and he finishes it. A heck of an effort, a heck of a play, and a heck of a team right now. They're up 16-8 here in set 2.
Definitely the best play we've seen all day. Even going over there into the bench, knocking over some chairs to keep that one up, and then a couple great deflections at the net. Great job by Rowan there.
Yeah, great effort. Benique was the one that really hustled and got it over. Miller was in there as well. Another block, but this time it'll go out, so Rutgers will be awarded with a point, 16-9. Shadi with the touch. Opdyke looking for the finish, but he got blocked in front. Jonas Kovaleski. It's blocked, and it's not able to be saved. A point goes to the Rowan Profs. But Jonas Kovaleski really has a fun story. He was born in Lithuania, and now he's at Rutgers University and playing some volleyball, and he's a stud, and that's what you see right there, but he touched the net, I think.
Lithuanian strength right there. Put that one straight down.
Due to him touching the net, he will not be awarded with the point, I don't think, and it'll be 18-10, but I mean, he's showing off the talent.
Yeah, I was more worried about the power there than in the net.
I do not want to be in front of that ball. As Rowan sends it over, Kovaleski tips it, and it's blocked, and it's out of bounds, and Rutgers will get the point, 18-11. A nice play from Rutgers. Hiltner was able to get the finish. He won the 5th grade spelling bee is one of the fun facts he gave us. And that one hit out of bounds by Alhayek. So 19-11 is the score. Rowan leads here in set 2, looking to win back-to-back sets. Shadi with a block, and it falls down. And Opdyke and Shadi put their hands up, and almost just, we're doing everything we can right now, and they're getting anything they want.
Yeah, big deflections up front. Another one right there. That gets Rowan to 20. Now up 9 points on Rutgers.
And that one a little overshot there by Ethan Miller. And now we're going to see the thunderous power that we were talking about earlier, by Jonas Kovaleski. He gets it over. Miller feeds Jones now to Shadi, and a violation. And what was a highlight play?
It was a good effort there. Just barely tipped the net. Point's going to be going to Rutgers. Now down 7. Let's see if they can go on a little run here. Ever since that timeout, they've looked a little bit better. Going to have to make up some ground here, though.
Kovaleski. Miller fields, but it's too strong. It goes back over to Rutgers. They can't plan an attack, but Rutgers can, and they did. The senior with a finish. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game with Rutgers having some momentum.
Yeah, working their way back, down 6.
Kovaleski gets it up. Anything plays, but Miller lost his footing.
It was a great serve, caught him off guard, just powerful shot. Rutgers starting to go a little run here. Rowan needs to stop the bleeding here, get a stop, get the ball, get back in control.
Like I mentioned, though, anything plays, so if it hits the ceiling and it hits a light, it stays on a light. Whenever it comes down, it's playable. Kovaleski gets it over. Miller keeps it in front, gets it to Jones, looking to set up Chernyshov, and he's a little bit out.
Just wide of the line. Good attempt there, though. Rutgers was there for the deflection, forced him to go outside.
I believe 5 straight points from Rutgers.
Now only a 4-point lead for Rowan.
It's hit over, but out. A nice diving attempt by Opdyke. He pulled his arms back last minute as well.
Yeah, worked out. He didn't end up hitting that one there. Otherwise, would have been a free point for Rutgers.
Rutgers plays it. Looking to tap it over. Seek blocked it and then plays it up. Jones, Shadi puts it away. 22 to 16.
Gets it through the deflections. 3 points away from finishing this second set for Rowan.
And left it short. Rutgers has a little bit more life now. 22-17. They trail by 5. Rowan 3 away from taking back-to-back sets to go up 2-0 here in set number 2. So Rutgers, it's almost now or never mentality here.
Absolutely, yeah. This set has been two different tales. The first part dominated by Rowan, and then after that timeout, Rutgers been able to get a little more points on the board, have a little more control, see how the rest of this plays out.
Over to the outside, Chernyshov, it got deflected, and it went out, and Rowan will get the point. 2 away from winning set 2.
Similar play from one we just saw a few minutes ago. This one, though, able to hit off the Rutgers player's arms and fall down. Point for Rowan.
Shadi will be the one to serve. Gets it over. Rutgers fields it, has a chance. Deflects off the net. It's kept up, just goes over the net, and Rutgers has a chance to reset. A nice put away quietly right there from Rowan. And we're able to see Tyler Jones, who's been the setter, and that's the second time we've seen him use his high-level IQ to put a point away.
Yeah, smart play by him. He saw Rutgers was a little caught off guard. They had reached too many hits there, had to just throw one over the net, and he put it right back.
An errant serve from Shadi. Tyler Jones, though, did play club ball elsewhere, and some of the information he gave us, he knows how to juggle, and he's juggling multiple things out here as Chernyshov looking to put it away. The ceiling helps Rutgers, and they get it over. Rowan looking for the finish in set 2. Seek lost and maybe jumped a little too early.
That point to me goes to the ceiling. That one kept it inbounds. That one would have been out into the crowd, but able to keep it in play and point for Rutgers.
A big assist to the ceiling here at Esby Gymnasium. It helped Rutgers be able to stay alive. Can Rowan put it away here? Chernyshov puts it down and puts it away for set number 2. Rowan with back-to-back set wins.
Perfect way to end that set. Great spike down to finish it, take a 2-0 lead.
And you can see the momentum picking up in this building. And like I mentioned earlier, they're playing in Esby Gymnasium. It's not typically where they play. I think they're using this energy to their momentum and in their favor. And now they're looking for a possible sweep here in set number 3.
Try and finish in set 3. And what do you think that Rutgers needs to switch up here after getting kind of dominated in those first 2 sets, especially the first one?
I think it's really just all about setting up your best players and a chance to succeed. I mean, we saw Kovaleski go on a run himself. We've seen some good plays from Alnis Alhayak, and now for Rowan, I think it's just about making sure you don't let their height maybe get to the advantage. Rowan has all the momentum, and if they come out shooting and come out firing here in set number 3, we could be looking at an early afternoon here for men's club volleyball action. But we'll take a quick step off and be back here for set number 3 here on the Rowan Television Network. Welcome back to Esby Gymnasium. I'm Ada Doherty alongside me, Frank Pashota, here today as we have men's club volleyball action between the Rowan Profs and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, as the Rowan Profs have won the first 2 sets, and they have so far swept, and they're looking for one more victory to hopefully have a very great day here at Esby Gymnasium.
Yeah, the story of this game to me has been the Rowan athleticism up against the Rutgers height. Rowan's been able to get a lot of deflections and dominate up front at the net and been able to take control 2-0 so far. Let's see if they can close it out here.
We've seen a lot of great performances today. We really saw Pavlo Chernyshov take over in set number 2, and he also, funny enough, got the perfect story of it too, because he also finished set number 2. But is there a player you're looking at here in set number 3 for the Profs, or even for Rutgers, to maybe start coming to life and possibly take over?
I wouldn't say anyone specific, especially in a 2-0 lead. I think just the Rutgers height up front really just needs to take advantage. That's just an area that they've really kind of struggled with so far up against the Rutgers athleticism, or Rowan athleticism, excuse me. That, like, I think it's just it's going to be a team effort here for them to come back.
Here's Tyler Jones getting it over. Sheedy almost with a block, and a diving attempt by Jones is not enough, and Rutgers will start up 1-0 here in set number 3. I mean, we can get into player of the games later after the game, but we're starting to see some great performances from the Profs as Sheedy gets set up here, and perfect timing, almost got the kill as we start talking about players of the game, as now they're going to set up Obdyke, and he tapped it over, and the point will go to Rowan. I think Obdyke's going to get almost got the kill, but wasn't able to completely get it, but still gets the point for the Profs.
Yeah, speaking of players of the game, it's really been those two, Obdyke and Sheedy, dominating up front. Those two have been a force to be reckoned with.
Here's Miller. He's been a player that's been prominent this afternoon. Kept up, Chernyshov. Now to Miller. Miller with a slight tap. He finds no man's land, and he places it perfectly over the net. Ethan Miller, who we mentioned earlier, let us know that he gets down to Katy Perry, and right there, a thunderous spike. We have seen a dominant performance from Jonas Kovaleski from Lithuania. And man, can he jump out of the building.
Power, he's got athleticism. Yeah, Kovaleski's really going to need to take over in this third set to keep Rutgers alive.
A little bit too strong on the serve. Rowan will get the point. 3-2 lead here. Rob Obdyke will be the one to serve. Fresh off a plane from New Orleans. Helped Ron Jaworski and his Super Bowl party on Thursday night. Insider information I have is I know him personally. And Rutgers gets the deflection and it goes out, so they knotted up at 3. Kovaleski will now be the server. Miller tips it up. Jones tries to set up Sheedy, and it looked like it was perfectly placed over the net.
That was a great soft touch there from Rutgers. Not trying to get in a power battle there, just lightly tap it down and get the point.
Kovaleski will serve once again. Sheedy with a touch, but a little bit too strong. A lot of power on that serve.
Yeah, no control where that bump was going, headed towards the Rutgers bench over there.
This one just out of play and comes near us. Frank, go make a play.
Hit that one back over there.
Frank Pashota making a play, grabbing it with his right arm. We are in an area in the corner where if anybody perfectly places a spike.
We have been lucky so far those 2 sets. Don't want to jinx us, but we've been pretty safe over here.
Sheedy gets it over. Rutgers with a chance, and they put it down. Rutgers on a run, 6-4 early lead here in set number 3.
Backs against the wall. I think we're going to see some fright from them in this third set.
They're trying to avoid the sweep. The senior Alhaic will serve. And he just left it a little too strong. It's the only bad thing about being powerful is sometimes that power comes
too
against
powerful.
you.
Yeah, hits it over that back line.
Chernyshov will now serve. There's power. It hits the ceiling. This time not to Rutgers' advantage. And Rowan ties it up at 6.
Great play by Chernyshov there with the power.
Chernyshov, the former high school state champion, played club at Warren Six-Pack. And he's a little too strong in that one. So Rutgers will go back to serve. Sheedy with a touch. They're going to do a give and go, and it got blocked, and another point right there for Rutgers.
It's a play we haven't seen much from Rutgers so far. The deflections, it's been all Rowan sort of dominating that facet of the game. Big one there, showing that they have that in their bag.
Played well, but it's perfectly placed for the 6'7" hitter, and he perfectly places it down. Brian Hennessy. Oh, a nice touch there from Rowan, but it's kept up by Rutgers. Looking for a chance, and here we are getting our first touch. Look at a play from Frank. Heck of a play from our color commentator with a nice grab. And it is a point for Rutgers, but it's a little bit scared for our equipment there. And Rowan's going to use their first timeout of this whole matchup. They didn't use one in set 1 or set 2, but they're going to call timeout. And Rowan's starting to lose some momentum here. And
Yeah,
what have you seen so far?
Well, this is the first time in all 3 sets that Rowan's been down this much late into a set. They just really haven't been having that much athleticism up at the net. Really haven't gotten a chance from any of those plays either. So I'm expecting them to sort of think about that here, and I'm expecting some big plays coming out up at the net.
Just a quick 30-second timeout for the Profs.
I think they know what they need to switch up here. They're ready to take control back of this game.
Rutgers will start serving as they have come to life here in set number 3. They've shown signs of momentum, but not for a great stretch as Seek tries to end it. Rutgers keeps it up, but a miscommunication, and Rowan's going to get back on the board. Obdike's going to come back into the game for the Profs. Byneek gets it over. Trying to get it down was Rutgers, but a little bit too strong, and Rob Obdike put his finger up saying, no, no, no.
Kembe Mutombo, like, not today.
So Rowan will serve once again. They're now trailing by only 2. A quick 2-0 run out of that timeout. Rutgers looking for a response. Sheedy with a deflection. Miller looking for a finish, but it bounces back. Rowan setting up again. Miller looking for a soft touch, but really lost control of that and didn't get it over. And Rutgers gets back on the board.
Yeah, Rutgers was prepared for the attack over there on that side for Miller. They had 3 defenders jumping up in his face over there. Not able to get it over the net.
Sheedy with the bump. Obdike being set up, and it's blocked in front. The height of number 25 and number 35 has been prominent today. Kovaleski, 25, stands just shy of the 6'7", Brian Hennessy, wearing number 35. It's played well. Sheedy with a soft touch. And Rutgers can't get it over as Kovaleski left it short. And he had his hands on his head in frustration.
Rowan down 3, 12-9 here. Still early in this third set.
Played by Hennessy. They go back to him. He goes with the soft touch. It's kept up. Miller gets it over. They're going to go back to Hennessy. You cannot go in there. Sheedy and Rob Obdike meet him at the top of the mountain and block him.
That play really came. Rutgers recovered after the soft touch from Rutgers there. Rowan able to just fight back and get the point. Now only down 2.
I mean, a heck of athleticism being displayed by really Sheedy, but also Rob Obdike, as Hennessy tries to get him back, Kovaleski tried to get him back, but it's played nicely by Rowan. Here's Hennessy again. He gets it over. Diving attempt. Papalardo. It's kept up. Miller with the put away. A heck of a play and a heck of a sequence for the Rowan Profs.
From right to left, found the open space and able to put it down.
Papalardo, the hero of that play, kept it up, the defensive specialist. And Rowan with some momentum now, trailing by 1.
Yeah, since that timeout, they've really recovered. Cut this lead.
Jones now over to the near side. It's hit up. It goes on a light. It's playable. Miller gets it over. Diving attempt by Rutgers. It's kept up. Here's Hennessy. He overshot it, and we're knotted up at 12.
Couple great sequences from both teams these past couple turns.
Tyler Jones on the serve. Soft touch. Kept up once again. Sheedy with the put away. Sheedy has been fantastic.
He's been floating by the net, just putting them down.
And a little bit low on the serve from Tyler Jones. But I mentioned earlier, John Sheedy was a former varsity bowler, president of the team, played at Northport High School in Long Island. They're going to set up Miller here. It gets deflected in a miscommunication, and Rowan retakes the lead.
This has been the most contested set, at least up to this point, out of the first three that we've seen so far. Both teams stepping up their game here.
It's kept up, but once again, Sheedy flexing his muscles and letting you know he's in this gym tonight.
He's been the focal point of Rowan making this comeback here in this third set, dominating the past couple turns.
Miller gets it over. Hennessy with a bump. Miller now with a touch. Obdike looking for a finish. It's kept up. Hennessy overshot it. But they think it got deflected.
Must be, yeah.
So a point goes to Rutgers.
Yep.
Rowan looking for the sweep. If you're just joining us on the Rowan Television Network, they won the first two sets here in Esby Gymnasium, but set 3 is the closest one they've had so far, only up by 1. Played up. Chernyshov left it a little bit off to the left, and it's tied up at 15. So right now it's a race to 10.
It's been a battle, really back and forth. If Rowan's going to finish this one off, it's going to have to be that front line, just being more precise.
Here's Hennessy, and he's got so much power, almost too much for his own good, and he overshot it off to the left. Obdike gets it over. Nice touch by Seek. Rutgers has to get it over, but there's Sheedy with the put away.
Great play by Shaikan Sheedy there. A couple contrasting strategies there of getting it over the net. Rutgers was not ready for both.
When you're in a scrum to get it over the net and you perfectly set up maybe the best player in the gym today for a chance to put it away, I mean...
No one better you want in that spot.
It's not typically a recipe for success, but Rutgers was in a scram, and Obdike now gets it over. Looking for a response, Kavaleski, but Obdike with a dig. Sheedy, once again, it got blocked, and Rutgers is going to get the point.
Big play by Rutgers there. He'd been putting too many on him the past couple turns. They needed a big deflection like that to get one back at him.
There's Jonas Kowaleski, and he overshot it. Rowan back up 2. Sheedy puts it over. Nice dig, it hits the ceiling. What side's it gonna land on? Chernyshov can't put it away. Good defensive line there for Rutgers. And we're going back and forth.
Yeah, this line has really stepped up in this third set defensively. I think that's why it's been a lot closer than these first two.
And that one overshots once again. Alhaic on the end. Chernyshov will serve, and he's short. A couple of errant serves here in set number 3.
Both teams, yep. I feel like we've seen a lot more of that just overall in this whole set than the first two. It was pretty clean, but yeah, this one we've seen a little more serves just being off at the start.
Rowan holding on to a 1-point lead in set number 3, looking for the sweep. They set it up. Sheedy can't get it over. It's a battle in front. Rowan keeps it up. Miller looking to get a space on that side, but he cannot. A point for Rutgers, and we're tied at 19.
That play could have been over a lot sooner if Sheehy didn't recover from getting blocked. That was a good effort by him to at least keep the play going. Rutgers, though, able to get the point.
Miller with a soft touch, and he perfectly floats it over.
The 3 Rutgers defenders right in his face, just light tap. A little dink and dunk. The play's been working all day for him. Very precise.
A serve gets over. Rowan up by 1, looking for a run. Hennessy looking to end it, but he cannot. Papalardo keeps it up, looking for Miller. Obdike saved it. They got to get it over. Sheedy does just that. Rutgers with a put away. And we're knotted up at 20.
Great third set here. Back and forth battle. Some great volleyball we're watching.
And we're watching, really, like you said, a great volleyball. I mean, especially here in set 3. We've seen a couple errors with the serves, but every time it's been in play, it feels like we're watching a highlight reel-esque game.
Yeah, some of the best rallies have been done in this set from both teams. A lot of back and forth.
Hennessy touched it, but I think he might have went over. We'll see where they award the point, but whistle's blue. Hennessy also seemed to be banged up. They might need a timeout, and that's what they're going to call. So Rutgers is going to call a quick timeout. They did award the point to Rutgers, so they're up 21-20.
Yeah, it's an interesting play there that happened. Yeah, it's a little scrum over there on the right side. The officials still talking, making sure they got it right.
Yeah, it looked like the down official called it. And he went over to talk to the up official if he saw anything different. But now Rowan's going to have to play from behind, and they have not played from behind at all when it came to the first 2 sets outside early in those sets. So right here, we'll see what they have in store, but it's going to really come down to, can somebody get a rally? It's going to be hard to see somebody and them keep going back and forth until we get a finish. It feels like we're going to have to see somebody go on a rally, and we have yet to see that necessarily here in set 3.
Yeah, it's really been back and forth. No team really up by more than 4 or 5, and then when they were, the other team would just come back and close the gap. Really different from those first 2 sets where Rowan got down a little early and then took over and dominated.
And a perfect serve right there. Papalardo wasn't able to touch it.
Put that right in the center of the Rowan team. No one able to get it there.
Yeah, there's the sophomore Ethan Steen for Rutgers. Maybe he can give them a boost. Rutgers now up by 2. And he left it low. A little bit of an announcer's jinx for myself. But we've seen it every time. It feels like somebody's going to go on a run. Bad serve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, either short or long. It's been a mix of both.
And now the other 14 is going to serve for Rowan. Tyler Jones, but there's Hennessy. It's kept up. It goes off the roof. Papalardo, Miller with a soft touch, but can't get it down. Hennessy left it too strong. And he immediately went down. Hopefully he's all right. He came up shaken up before the timeout. But now here we are to set the stage. Aiden Doherty with you. Frank Pashota to my right. 22-22. Where else would you rather be in a game like this? To have a chance to win it. And Rowan has a chance to go on a rally.
Yeah, Rowan looking for the sweep, and Rutgers trying to stay alive and force a 4th set.
And Hayek has something to say about that.
Beautiful spike.
23-22, Rutgers leads. A good serve there. Sheedy, put away. Back to 23 all.
It had been a little while since we saw Sheedy make a big play like that, but yeah, he's been dominating all day.
(23-23). Both teams are a 2-0 run away from winning set number 3. Rowan looking for a sweep. Miller gets it over. It's played in front. It's blocked by Obdike, but it just hits the hardwood in front of the libero. And now here comes Rutgers with a chance to force set 4. Obdike with the touch. And a put away. Who else? Sheedy has been on all afternoon long. And he is now going to force what is technically, I guess, overtime. And somebody's got to win by 2.
24-24, this has been an amazing set to watch.
So one of these teams is going to have to go on a 2-0 run. And if it's Rowan, then we'll be saying goodnight. Rutgers looking to stop that, and it's blocked and it goes out. Chernyshov on the block, but Rutgers did just enough. And now they have a chance to end set number 3. And it's going to be Jonas Kowaleski. He will serve. It's a good one. Setting up Seek. Can he put it away? He cannot. And we're not done just yet, and neither is Rutgers. They force set number 4. Rowan won the first 2 sets in a dominating fashion. But now Rutgers wins a close set 3 and looks to carry the momentum into set 4. And they really showed off team effort and kind of resiliency in set number 4 with a lot of mistakes that's unlike them.
Yeah, that last shot just a little too strong to keep Rowan alive. We're going to head to a 4th set. But yeah, Rowan's front line, the height, they really stepped up like we said they needed to in that 3rd set to keep them alive. We'll see if they can continue that into the 4th set or if Rowan can close them out.
And we will see in set number 4. We'll take a quick step off as both these teams are going to catch a breath after that very long set number 3. And we'll take a step off here as well on the Rowan Television Network. Back here at Esby Gymnasium, I'm Aiden Doherty here, taking you through today's men's club volleyball action between Rutgers and Rowan, and also my color commentary, my partner tonight, Frank Pashota. And we had a heck of a set 3, and now we have maybe a good set 4 in store, if you will, because of what we saw in set 3. But Rowan dominated the first 2 sets, but set 3 was different. And did you see anything different that Rutgers did to kind of allow them to win that set number 3?
The Rowan power was still showing there, especially with the deflections too. But yeah, like I said before we went to break, the Rutgers height really stepped up there to keep them alive. Let's hope we can build off of that last set and able to watch some more good volleyball here in this 4th set. Another thing that really I think both teams need to improve on is the accuracy on the serves. We saw a couple mistakes from both teams here. Whoever I think is the cleanest with their serves is going to be who wins this 4th set.
So Rutgers trying to force a set number 5. Rowan trying to end it in 4. And here we are to start off set number 4. Everett Lopez gets it over the net. And a perfectly soft touch right there from Rowan and Tyler Jones to start us off in set 4.
I think we could see more of those soft touches mixed in too. Both these teams have been going back and forth with the power today. Could be seeing some more finesse here to switch it up.
And you talked about errant serves. We just saw our first one here in set 4. That was Jones who got the point to start off set 4, but also now gives it back to Rutgers.
An early mistake, but you just can't have too many of those throughout the whole set.
Set over. Preston Shinoski was the one to send it over. Nice diving play from Steen. Now Sheedy looking for the finish. It got blocked, and they're going to award the point to Rowan.
She's been dominating, especially in that third set. He was the one that really kept Rowan alive and was able to force it into a little overtime there to keep it going. He was dominating, as he has been all day.
Miller sends it over. And there is Kowaleski with a put away. You gave him a clear lane, and he took advantage.
Yeah, can't be giving him opportunities like that. He will take advantage.
Kowaleski, the sophomore, will go back and serve. He's born in Lithuania. And he sends it over. Sheedy puts it away once again. Been saying it pretty much all afternoon long.
He's been one of the stars of the show for Rowan.
As I mentioned earlier, John Sheedy is the president of the team. And now a point goes to Rutgers, another errant serve. Oh, Hayek with an errant serve. He almost got a perfectly touched serve, though. Just needed a friendly bounce from the top of the net.
Unfortunately, just a little too low.
And now Sheedy will go back and serve for the Profs. And he's low. Seeing a lot of the same issues in set 3 pick
We
up
said it
here
at the
in set
start.
4.
Yep, but a couple 4 early ones here. Still not up at 4-4, but whichever team really just cleans that up, I think is going to take control and could end up dominating the rest of this set.
Opdyke with a touch. It's kept up by Rutgers. Going to look to go on the attack. And it almost looked like he dunked it with 2 hands.
That was a throwdown, yeah.
Looked like he dunked it as if he was getting thrown an alley-oop instead of a pass to spike it. And he perfectly found a spot. And Rutgers leads 5-4. Now looking to set up Rowan, and that's exactly what they do. Chernyshov with the put away, and back to 5-all.
That was a smart play by Chernyshov. I think he waited a little bit to spike it. He felt the pressure of the Rutgers defense coming and was able to snipe it down over there on the far side.
Now the junior will go back and serve. And his is low. Some frustration with serves from the Rowan end.
Rowan down 1 early in the set, but it feels like they've just been in control when the play is going. It's just been those unfortunate serves hitting the net or being too far.
And another bad serve. It's just a little bit low for Ethan Steen, who has been one of the best servers here this afternoon.
Both teams having issues. Did they raise the net in between the third set?
They might have. Opdyke was able to get it over, and it hits off the face of Miller. And the point goes to Rutgers. Rowan in question. Everett Lopez will give this one a shot. And he's short.
Both teams, just a lot of confusement from both, really, after these serves.
Sports is also one of those things where it's a mental thing, and I think everybody's starting to notice the poor serves, and they're getting in their own head.
Yep.
And what feels like a rhythm play is starting to turn into an overthinking play.
Yeah, everyone's in their head. Don't hit it short, don't hit it short. Wow. Monster shot.
Oh, Hayek. Breaking down the walls. Shinoski gets it over. Seek. Now Rutgers scrambling. They have to get it over, and another miscommunication. Rowan ties it up at 8.
That was a good effort there on the bump to keep it alive. Yeah, but all three Rutgers players kind of just standing in a triangle there, let it fall right in between all of them.
Miller gets it over. Hayek gets enough, and it's blocked, but it's blocked out of bounds. Hayek is one of their outside hitters. One of the fun facts he gave us that he never lost a fight against a grizzly bear. Don't know if he's fought one.
Is he 0-0 or is he
never lost? And heck, I mean, with
if that's the case, then I've never lost either.
The athleticism he's showing, I have no choice but to believe him.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll take his word for it.
As that one just outside the antenna, so Rutgers will get the point. Now Kovaleski will serve. He just gets it over. It's played Sheedy, and it got blocked and out of bounds. Rowan ends the quick 2-0 run from Rutgers.
Looked like the pole got a little messed up, had to straighten it out.
Rowan trailing 10-9. They'll go to their libero to serve. Just over the net by a hair. It's blocked by Obdike.
Those are the type of plays we're seeing in those first two dominating sets for Rowan. See if they can have a couple more of those to close this one out. Knotted up at 10-10.
Once again, back to the libero. Rutgers looking for a response. It's kept up near the bench. A heck of a play by Miller. Sheedy has to get it over, and he does. Rutgers looking to respond. Hayek, it's kept in front, and it goes up. And Sheedy, once again, has no choice but to just hit it over. Rutgers on another attack, and this one finally hits the hardwood. And a heck of a rally from Rowan, but they had no true offensive attack opportunity due to the scrambling.
Yeah, Rutgers' persistence ended up giving them the point, but yeah, Rowan battling, just a couple bumps just to get it over, no real hard attack attempts.
Hayek will serve, and he overshot it. 11-11 is the score. It looks like Sheedy will be the one to serve. The president of the team helped get this game being played here in Esby Gymnasium. And he's been a big reason that they might win this game in Esby Gymnasium. And right there, he almost got another point for the Profs. Setting up Obdike, soft touch, and he perfectly floats it over. In front of the diving Hayek. And Rowan takes the lead, 12-11.
Those soft touch plays have been really crucial to give Rowan some points. I wouldn't be shocked if they try and take advantage of more of those down the stretch.
Here's Sheedy on the serve again. Hayek looking for a response, and wow, that had some thunder behind it.
Powerful.
He has turned up in the last two sets.
Yeah, he was a big part of why we're still playing as of right now, keeping Rutgers alive.
It's 12-12. Kellen Sun serves for Rutgers. Miller gets it across, scrapes the ceiling. Shinosky looking for a putback, but it gets back to him, and he can't get a second effort either. Miller, soft touch, but too soft. Rutgers up by one. Miller plays it. Spike attempt blocked and left short. Rutgers coming to life. Up by two. Volleyball's a game of runs, and Rowan won the first two sets dominatingly. Rutgers won a close third set, and right now they lead a close fourth set. Obdike, though, with some power, and ends the momentum for Rutgers.
Exactly the type of play Rowan needed to hopefully take back control in this game. Obdike stepping up.
Chernyshov will serve. And it's short. Opdyke blocked. A heck of a play by Rutgers.
Big deflection, then a little showboat in there, putting the strap on like a cornerback, locking him up.
Kovaleski.
Opdyke, he might have saw that. I don't think he's a fan of that.
And we'll see what he has to say about that in the rest of this set. As Ethan Steen, the sophomore, will serve. Rutgers up by 3 in set 4. It's played. Miller, soft touch, blocked in front. Setting up Sheedy, and Sheedy has something to say about that. And he puts Rowan back on the board. A 3-0 run ended.
Every time it feels like Rutgers starts to get a run going, Sheehy just steps up and gets the big play that Rowan needs.
Opdyke serves. Rowan looking to go on a run, but there's Kovaleski, but he left it too strong. Rowan now within 1. Let's see if Rob Opdyke can deliver. Both teams looking for a consistent server. Can it be Opdyke? And he left it just short, and he shows some signs of frustration. Looked like he just missed that one, mistimed it a little bit.
This has been a set where Rowan is really, they've been in control, get her down 2 just from these short serves. I think down the stretch, if they can just clean those up, they'll take control and win this one.
Miscommunication from them. And Rutgers back up 3, their largest lead of this whole matchup. Not just set 4, but every set. Seek ends it. Rowan gets back on the board, and they'll have a chance to go on a run of their own.
Big momentum stopper from Seek. Now only down 2. Still a lot of game left to be played, 18-16. Plenty of time left for either team to go on a run.
Some important information. Brian Hennessy, the 6'7" hitter, is currently on the bench. He's looked to suffer some sort of injury, and he has his leg up, so we don't know if he's going to be able to come back in as Sheedy gets the point. Rowan within 1. Tyler Jones will serve, and he just gets it over the net. Rutgers has to scramble. They get it over, but they get it out. And we're knotted up at 18. We're in store for another good set.
Just like that, a quick 3-0 run, and Rutgers back to having their backs against the wall.
Jones just hits it out.
Tried to sneak it by over on the near side there. Unfortunately, just a little too wide.
Shinoski. Jones looking for Sheedy, excuse me. And it gets blocked and it goes out. Point goes to Rowan. Sheedy with another put away. (19-all). Miller with the serve. Kovaleski mistimed it just a little bit. He wanted it a little bit higher. It was a little too low for his liking, and Rowan takes the lead. I think their largest lead of this set has been won, and Miller just overshoots it, and it's back to 20-all, just like it was in set number 3.
Yeah, like you said, they really haven't had a big lead. I believe you're right, only up by 1. It's just because when they get the ball and they start building some momentum, it's just an errant serve that just gives it right back to Rutgers.
Kovaleski with power, serves. Nice play by Rowan, and it's nicely dunked in. Too much power on the serve, and Rowan's not able to keep it on their end. Rutgers takes the 21-20 lead.
This set is playing out very similar to set 3, which we just watched a couple minutes ago. Short lead in the 20s. We could see another overtime here.
Kovaleski might have something to say about that. Rowan keeps it. Chernyshov, excuse me, got it blocked, and then it went out. So a point for the Rowan Profs, 21-all.
Great shot by Chernyshov, just sneaking that one in bounds.
Rowan Men's Club volleyball for Rowan playing in Esby Gymnasium for the first time. Looking to have a powerful statement in their first time in this gym. Miller. It's played up by Steen. Rutgers looking on the attack. A nice play. Sheedy. Chernyshov. It gets deflected. Diving attempt, and it goes all the way to the wall. And Rutgers regains the lead.
Rowan was scrambling. Everyone having to try and make a play there. Total team effort, unfortunately, able to not come through and get the point. Back to a 1-point lead for Rutgers.
Zachary Chung will be the server. Nice dig. Chernyshov with the spike. Was it deflected? It was. So Rowan gets the point. 22-22. They're going back and forth.
We've been gifted with some great volleyball these last two sets. Just complete back and forth. Going to be another close one here. See if we continue playing or Rowan takes the victory.
Spike attempt, blocked, kept up. Looking for Chernyshov, can't put it away. Steen with the bump. Chinaski overshot it, and Rowan takes the lead.
This is a crucial serve here for Rowan. Have to get it over the net.
Well, who else would you rather have serving than your captain, John Sheedy, the president of the team? Rutgers, spike attempt, blocked, and it went out. And it's back to 23 all. Frank Pashota with you, Ahmed and Doherty. Hold on to your seats because we're coming in for a landing here in Esby Gymnasium. Kept up, soft touch. Rutgers has it. Chinaski has to get it over, and he just gets it low enough. And Rutgers a point away from climbing the mountaintop and forcing a final fifth set. Rutgers won set number 3, 26-24. Right now, they can end it. Chernyshov blocked, and it's down. We're going to see set number 5 as Rutgers battles back after going down 2-0. And we're going to get a fifth and final set as they win yet another set just by 2.
Yeah, back-to-back close wins for Rutgers. Rowan was right there 2 times to close it out, unable to do so. And we're going to head to a final fifth set. Very exciting.
Well, heck, they're playing for the first time in Esby Gymnasium, and you get the full use of all 5 sets. So we're going to have a fifth set upcoming here on the Rowan Television Network. Welcome back to Esby Gymnasium. I'm Ada Doherty taking through this afternoon's action with my partner, Frank Pashota. And we're waiting to see if they're going to go up to 15 or 25 for set number 5, the 5th and final set. And I was trying to hear the referee, and I think I heard 15, but I don't know. I think we could maybe tell by what's going on in the gym if we have some energy.
We'll be able to tell by the energy, yeah. Either way, playing the 15 or 25, I think we're going to have a close one either way here. Just based on those last 2 sets, it was a back-and-forth battle between both teams.
Rutgers has won the last 2 sets. Rowan won the first 2. And here we are, starting off set number 3. And who else for Rutgers but Kovaleski? Everett Lopez serves. Miscommunication. Seek gets it over. They meet at the top of the rim, or net, excuse me. Sheedy gets it over. Alpayek gets it blocked by Sheedy. You cannot go in there against him.
He tried to switch it up, go with the soft touch. 2 Rowan defenders right there to put it back.
Ethan Miller will now be the server. Gets it just over by a hair. Alhayek, a thunderous throwdown, and he points to his bench.
That echoed throughout the gym. That was power.
And that was just, whew. Man, he came out of nowhere too. It looked like it was
he was
an empty opportunity for their offensive attack, and he just came in and said, it doesn't matter. If I touch it, it's probably going to work. Here's Sheedy. He has something to say about that. And he puts it down. They're going back and forth here. Good serve. Rutgers scrambling. It's deflected. Obdike keeps it up. They have to get it over, and they do. A good defensive balance for the Profs, and that one is out. Rowan gets the point, and they take a 3-2 lead.
We said it at the start of the 4th set. I'll say it again here. These serves are going to be crucial. Just have to get them over the net. Can't give them free points.
Oh, what a block by Obdike. Looked like Kovaleski needed it a little bit more higher. And Rowan with a quick run. They lead 4-2, and you mentioned good serving. Your libero is sometimes one of your trusted servers, and as I say that, he misses just a little bit low.
Those free points is really, I think, why Rowan was able to close it out in either of the last 2 sets. Gonna have to clean that up.
So here is Jonas Kovaleski, and he's low. With his power, you can't have it be high enough, or else it's going to soar. And he's in danger of keeping it low, and there he did. He's going to check off for the time being, and maybe a chance for Rowan to get some momentum as they get this one over. Sheedy was on the serve. It's hit over, and then just over the net. And now Rutgers trying to set up an opportunity. Rowan keeps it up, looking for an opportunity of their own. There's Sheedy. It's dug out by Steen. Alhayek looking for the finish, and it goes over, went off the roof, and I think Rutgers forgot that anything goes here in Esby Gymnasium.
Looked like it went through some of the top rails on the roof, and the Rutgers players didn't realize it made it over the net.
So Rowan getting some help from what I guess you can say is the 8th man.
Both teams have
had,
been a factor for both.
And here this one goes in the crowd. They're not even going to play it in fear of hitting one of the bystanders. And Rutgers is going to call timeout. Rowan up 7-3 in the 5th and final set, looking to gain some momentum back. And you can feel the energy come back to life here in Esby.
This timeout is going to be crucial for Rutgers. The timeouts they've taken earlier, they were able to build some momentum back. After, we'll see if they can replicate that like the earlier sets.
We've seen some great play from both sides, and Somebody we highlighted earlier was Ethan Miller. Had a great set one, great set two. Has been good since. John Sheedy, the captain, or I should say president of the team, has been dominant. They've kept really the same core out there. Not too many subs for Rowan. Meanwhile, Rutgers, they've been able to use a multitude of bodies. But they're going to go to their president, who's been their best server possibly, at least in the last few sets, as Sheedy gets it over. Steen plays it. Now over to the near side. Kept up by the libero, and it's softly hit over, but somebody was there in Steen. Setting up Miller, and a thunderous throwdown as it hits our table. And it looks like a point's going to go to Rowan as it was just in play. And it's an 8-3 lead for the Profs. And that is going to be the game as Miller ends it, and they win 8-3.
No, it's 15.
Oh, excuse me, it's halftime.
15,
I guess they're going to flip sides. Thank you to the Women's Club Volleyball team for helping us here through this evening, because we were confused on if they were going to go to 15 or 25, because it's technically a decision by both teams to be made 15 or 25, and they decided 15, and they're going to flip sides, I guess, because there's no halfway to 15, so they went to 8.
Correct.
And now here they are flipping sides. So sorry for the confusion.
Thankfully, we got some pros sitting to the
we
rest of
do
us
have
here,
the pros.
clearing it up.
Spike is blocked and out, and Rutgers will get the point. Still trailing by 4, but it's now or never.
Absolutely, running out of time.
Volleyball's an interesting game. It's a game all about momentum. Rowan looked like we were going to have an early afternoon after the first 2 sets. Rutgers battled back, and you're wondering about set 5, and a short serve right there, and Rowan up by 5 will have the serve. But now, Rowan has brought the momentum back. And it looks like the team we saw from the first 2 sets.
I agree, yeah. It's not that their play really went down in those 3rd and 4th sets either. They still played very well, had some big plays. Rutgers sort of just elevated their play, cleaned some stuff up.
And Chernyshov couldn't land the serve. So it goes back in favor of Rutgers. Bryce Papalardo subs in. Gets it over Sheedy with the bump. And a meeting at the top of the net. Spike attempt. Sheedy kept it up somehow, but sadly it was a line drive. And now Rutgers trailing, but coming back, just down by 3. 9-6 here in set 5, 1st to 15. Sheedy keeps it up, setting up Miller. Miller can't put it away. Rutgers keeps it up, goes the other side. That one's put away. A 4-1 run out of the timeout and out of the quick halftime break.
Those timeouts have been crucial all day for Rutgers to help slow everything down and regroup.
And Rowan is going to want to call timeout as the president, John Sheedy, wants to get his guys some fresh legs.
I think that's a good timeout, especially you might as well take it. Giving up a little run there, try and regroup. Still up 2.
And every time we've seen a timeout, we've seen the team that has take the timeout go on a run.
Yeah.
So we've seen now Rutgers, they technically didn't call timeout. It was just a break to switch sides, but that was a timeout where Rowan had all the momentum, and it stopped the momentum. And throughout this whole matchup from set 1 to now set 5, it feels like the timeout has advantaged the team calling the timeout.
Yeah, it's been very crucial for both sides, really. Each team has used their fair share and been able to take advantage of them. Regroup, strategize, take a breath. Now we'll see how this one works out for Rowan.
Setting up Miller, and he puts it down and gets the point out of the timeout.
Great placement there by Miller, able to sneak it down the near side and keep it in play.
Rowan 5 away, and they're going to go to Rob Obdike to be the server, the 3-time state champion in high school. Played libero for most of his career. And now this spike attempt is a little too strong. And Rowan, once again, getting momentum.
See if Opdyke can keep it rolling from the libero spot, keep placing them down and giving Rutgers some struggles.
Opdyke serves. It's dug out from Rutgers. They have to get it across, and they do, but it's out. It's out of play, and once again, my broadcast partner
Making my fair share over here. I'm happy.
I know.
We were in the firing line, coming in. I expected some. I'm happy. We're ready.
We're part of the action. Rowan on a 3-0 run out of the timeout. Opdyke serves. Rutgers, Alhayek. And that one's going to go way out of play after the deflection. So Rutgers ends the quick 3-0 run, but like I mentioned, the timeout very useful for Rowan. They got momentum back and they're in the driver's seat.
They're able to expand their lead back up to 4, only 3 points away from closing this one out.
Here's Ethan Steen, the sophomore, ready to serve. Gets it across. Papalardo with a touch. Setting up Seek. It's deflected and kept up. Steen was on the receiving end for Rutgers. Here they are. Sheedy almost put it away. A long rally in store here. Seek deflected. Rutgers now with a chance. It's hit, and it's out, but no, they're going to call it in, and Rowan in disbelief.
Opdyke over there on the sideline. He can't believe it. He thought he had a great view of it.
The refs are going to talk things over. I think they wanted to say it was out. Pretty much maybe Rowan got a deflection, and that is what the score is going to entail. It's going to be 12-9. Rutgers will serve. It'll be Ethan Steen once again.
A crucial serve here. Down 3 for Rutgers. This is one you have to get over.
And it's low, and he hit his own player in the back of his head. Oh, man.
We got the stands head topping over here, taunting him a little bit. Wow.
I mean, that's what Rutgers has done all afternoon long, and I can't blame him. It's one of my favorite celebrations.
I love it.
But when you do it, you sadly are prone to them doing it back to you. And now Rowan just 2 away. And a point will be awarded to Rutgers. A net violation looks to be the call. It'll be 13-10.
This late in the game, you cannot be making mistakes like they just made. This one has to get over once again.
Miller keeps it up. Seek got it blocked. Rowan got it across though. Alhayek. It's kept up. Miller blocked out of bounds. They're 1 away.
Great plays by Papalardo to keep it up. Just barely keeping it from hitting the court. And then a great put down by Miller.
And who else? Who else to do it but Ethan Miller, who will go back and serve. He was one of the main reasons they went up 2-0 early to start. And now he has a chance to end it. It's kept up by Steen. Rutgers. Alhayek gets it across and just gets it in play. The margin for error is so small, and right there, Alhayek doesn't care and puts it down. And Rutgers is alive for the moment.
1 point away from this one being over. The crowd feels it.
Janoski. Jones. Miller puts it away. And the Rowan Profs win in set number 5, their first ever game here at Esby Gymnasium. And they defeat Rutgers. And Rowan with a heck of an effort in this game. And who else to end it but Ethan Miller?
Great shot to end it off a deflection. Beautiful play by Rowan there in that 5th set to close this one out. Nearly choked the 2-0 lead, but they recovered and finished off the job.
A heck of an effort from everybody. Their president, John Sheedy, really led the way as he's coming over and high-fiving the women's club volleyball team who showed out in support. We saw great efforts from Ethan Miller, like I mentioned, and really the whole team in general. Rob Opdyke played a key role. Chernyshov, played a very key role as well. And Tyler Jones being the setter in the middle. I mean, what stood out to you today? This pretty much great afternoon of volleyball that we saw.
Yeah, Rowan just dominated those first two. They still played great in those middle ones as well, able to close it out. It was the up front line that I think really dominated this game, especially in those first two sets to give them that cushion. Sheehy especially was playing great up on the net, putting them down, and he finishes the job for Rowan.
Yeah, that he did do, and he helped Rowan go up 2-0, and then he was good throughout, but Rutgers won 2 close sets by a total of 4 points, which is the least you can win sets by. But Rowan has won all of their sets by more than 2. And here they won by 4. In the other sets, they were dancing near double digits. But a very huge victory for the Rowan men's club volleyball team, and a huge effort by everybody, and really a fun event to be part of. It's the first time a club team has played here in Esby Gymnasium, and that was helped put together by their captain, and he showed today that he took pride in doing that, as John Sheedy, the president of the team, was a big part of getting this game here, and he's also a big part of why they're walking away victorious, and there's a lot of smiles here in this gym. But thank you all for tuning in to us here on the Rowan Television Network. To my broadcast partner, Frank Pashota, your first game here at Rowan. You got a little bit of a good entrance into how it goes here in Rowan Athletics. And thank you to everybody who showed out, to everybody who listened, and of course, thank you to the both volleyball teams for making this thing happen. But for us here at the Rowan Television Network, good night.